There's this funny, common, intentional mistakes most of the parents are always involving. Most of the parents, they are always involved in this mistake. It's very, very common. It's very common, especially to some of those parents that are suffering from what I call low self-esteem. Because if you have low self-esteem, you will always limit yourself in some certain things. Each and every time, what's gonna be in your mind will always be things that are negative. You always have that negative thought. Every time, the only thing that will always be in your mind is impossible, impossible, impossible. When you think of something, the next thing you're going to tell yourself, the conclusion, what you're going to conclude is that, no, this thing is impossible. Especially for someone like me to do this. It's impossible. So that's why I call such people with low self-esteem. So most of the parents, they are involved in this scandal. Most of the parents, let me say 85% of the parents, if not all, just is mostly common with those parents that are not financially stable. So each and every time when they are making kids or when they are making children, when they are bringing up their children, they always put all their trust, all their hope, everything that they represent. They will always put it in that, hey, this my child is the one that is gonna do this and that for me. They will always put them. Always. They will make sure that they put all their trouble. So imagine you know very well how you've been struggling, how life has been unfair to you. And now all of a sudden now you put all your trust, all the problems, all the things that you know that you couldn't do for yourself. You couldn't do for your own parent. Now you are putting it on your children. So what tells you that life is going to be better? What tells you that life is going to change? Yeah? You see, it's a very big mistake that when you are making kids or when you are bringing up children and then you put in all your trust in them, it's a very big mistake for a person to do. I think making children or bringing up children, you must just do it just for the fun. For me, I don't see any reason why a parent must put all his or her trust in her children. This thing must just be done because of the fun that is there. Because at the end of the day, there is fun that is there when you are having children. That parental status, all those things are the funds there. Apart from that, there is nothing else. You are just causing yourself to have responsibility that you might not be able to contain. You might not be able to afford. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense when you take all your problems and put in your children. Last time I made a video talking about this. And then someone was kind of like asking me, what do I mean by saying that imagine your parent, and then they put all their trust in you, all their hopes in you, and now you grow up, and then when you're grown, and now you started you failed to fulfill those your parents need, like you failed to meet their needs and their demands and then the things they were expecting you to do for them. Before you know it, you have age for you to get married. And then once you're married, all those dreams of their parent that, hey, my child is gonna buy me car, he's gonna build me house, all blah blah blah, this and that. All those dreams is dead. Now you are focusing on your own family. So before you know it, your family also, it gets to grow as well. And then before you know it, also your own children starts to be like you, and then you start to be like your parent as well. Start hoping that, hey, they're gonna do what blah 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 for you. So in this social media space, hey, some people are struggling when it comes to understanding, because the message was crystal clear. I was not even expecting anybody to start to ask me question or to tell me, hey, what do I mean, this and that, But it's okay, because there is nobody that is a monopoly of knowledge. So we all have limit when it comes to understanding. The way some people understand things is not the same way the way others do. So that's the part of characteristics of we human beings that we always see from different people and all those things. So it's normal. But still, I'm still saying that the biggest mistake a parent can make is to put all their trust in their children. This thing is like a gamble. It's 50-50. So it's not something that you have to put all your trust. You have to say, no, this must be what I'm going to get at the end of it. This thing must just play it as a game. So if you are lucky enough, then your children will fulfill whatever you were expecting. If you're not lucky enough, then the cycle just keep rotating. You can't do anything. So it's only few people that are lucky enough to train their children, raise them, and then at the end of the day, whatever they were wishing that their children would do for them, their children end up doing it for them. The same way the same thing applies to others. There are some parents as well who ended up suffering and then raising their children, and still they were disappointed. Even their children even be the one to bring them down to zero. Even if maybe they were even doing a little bit better, but their children end up being the one to even bring them down. So this thing is 50-50. It's a gamble. It's neither you will win or you will lose. Get that into your head.